Hello world, back again. Volume 4, continuation, real juice. On the topic of repetition is the mother of all habits, I wanted to add something. First, before I start speaking, I want to cover something real quick. The reason I make these videos, I'm being obedient to what I felt God told me to do. Regardless of who likes me, it's not even an issue about whether you like me or not. I could really care less. I'm doing something that I really feel in my heart is designed to help people and take them from where they are in the areas of where they feel stuck to where they want to be. Work ethic is an area in which repetition is the mother, or repetition being the mother of all habits comes into play here. My work ethic is the very thing that is responsible for the joy, the pain in the form of a setback and a comeback in my life. For those of you who know me from Southern California, at Montclair High School, I was a top 3-point shooter. And one of the things that I look back to is how I would shoot shot after shot after shot, day in and day out. As it was getting dark and my mom would call me in, I would never leave on a missed shot. I would always end on a good note. And that's one of the things I teach. I teach my kids. I teach other people's kids. I teach it in business. I teach it in people's personal lives. I teach it in everything I do. It's the work ethic that defines me. It's also the same work ethic that was responsible for me going pretty much from scratch to creating a football career that did not exist. I went from semi-pro to indoor football to Arena 2 and to Arena 1 on the work ethic. As a wide receiver, I caught ball after ball after ball before practice. During practice, you don't get enough balls thrown to you by a quarterback, so I would always stay late after practice and catch an extra 20 balls. Well, in 2002, I finally made it to arena football with the Chicago Rush. And that was like the biggest joy of my life. I didn't really care if I made it to the NFL or not. I was so happy that I made it to arena football from scratch. And one day after practice, I stayed late and caught an extra 15 or 20 balls with a quarterback. And on the very last one, as I threw him the ball, I went to take a step back and go forward. My Achilles tendon snapped. And that moment signified the biggest tragedy in my life. I was speechless. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to do. But long story short, if anyone knows the severity of an Achilles tendon rupture, you know that most people either don't come back at all or it's a minimum of 2 years. I tore my Achilles tendon in March and I was back up and running full speed in August. Now, no team signed me because a lot of teams were, real leery of signing a guy who just had that injury. But my work ethic, the same work ethic that got me there, the same work ethic that was partially responsible for the injury is the same work ethic that helped me to recover. And in about a year and a half's time, I re-signed with an indoor league football team to come back and play yet again the game that I love so much. And funny enough, you would think that after tearing my Achilles tendon by doing extra work, that I would shy away from it. No, I went right back to doing that same extra work. And I had a successful season. And I was able to walk away from the game and go into my personal training career and start my business the very same way, doing those little things over and over and over again, those things that make the difference in the world. The moral of my story is, regardless of the fact of what happened to me injury-wise, that was considered a tragedy to me, I wouldn't change it for the world. And to this day, for those who are willing to listen to me, it's the same work ethic I teach as a coach, as a mentor, as a business owner, most importantly as a parent. So I really hope that this impacts those of you who are out there who are trying to achieve something great and you don't know where to start. It starts with work ethic and the repetition. Repetition being the mother of all habits.